Lumi shines with a spark so bright, chasing dreams through the endless night. With a heart full of wonder and a mind so free, she's here to share her world, come and see. It's Lumi's time, the story's hers to tell. Through the highs and lows, she does it so well. Come along, take the ride, feel the glow. Lumi's channels here, let the magic flow. From the stars to the sea, there's so much to find. A journey awaits with every step of the mind. Creativity flowing, she's ready to explore. Every moment's a chance to open a door. It's Lumi's time, the story's hers to tell. Through the highs and lows, she does it so well. Come along, take the ride, feel the glow. Lumi's channels here, let the magic flow. The adventure's just begun, so stay close and near. Lumi's here to light up the way, crystal clear. Story's hers to tell. Through the highs and lows, she does it so well. Come along, take the ride, feel the glow. Lumi's channels here, let the magic flow. Let the magic flow. The adventure's just begun, so stay close and near. Lumi's here to light up the way, crystal clear.
Well, you know what? You hear a weird song, the intro song. I love the way the closed captions on Discord translated that. It'll make you laugh. Here, let me read you these, just so you can see how funny this gets. I tried to translate it. Came out something like this. Something last to go back all the way, you stupid fuck. Oh, because otherwise you're gonna miss. All right, let me see all of them. All right, here we go. Get this? Hey, I can't figure out how to scroll backwards. So it lasts to 10:36. You miss here through the clearing stories to tell, and of course, as I'm reading it, scrolling off the screen. Can you pause it so I can read it? This is kind of cute. I want to read it. Oh, there you go. Computer recording. Recording Discord. All right. Let me read what I wrote, because we're still doing it live, but let's see if we can get to play it. Authorize. Let's see. Okay. That goose spur over Michelle. Move out then. All right. Yep, I am. We're talking about getting the pre-show getting set up here. All right, here we go. Lumi shines with a spark so bright, chasing dreams through the endless night. With a heart full of wonder and a mind so free, there's sure a wonder come and say, it's Bloomi's time. Bloomy. Bloomy. The story's hers to tell through the highs and the lows. She does it, so it'll come along. Take the right, feel the blow. You the magic. What? From the stars to the sea, there's so much to find. The journey awaits with every step of the mind. Create any flow. She's ready to explore every moment's chance to open the doors. Slow in time, stories hurt. Just someone will come along. I feel that. A little scared. Chaga. That sure is just sustain what it means. You miss here to like. So clearing time stories, hers to tell through highs and lows. She can't sit now, calm in love. My Lord. Lord have mercy on the transcriber. That is so weird. I'm gonna, you know what? Maybe I should actually have that turned into a song. I wonder what Grok would say to that. This doesn't make any sense. Play it anyway. Oh, Lord help us. Okay. Now, by the way, we also, today's the 2nd of July. August, yep. Michelle almost forgot. When she was looking at her account this morning, she said a balance is 0. She was about ready to have kittens, and then said, Michelle, it's the 2nd of August. And she said, oops. Yeah, it's the 2nd of August. It's a little humid today. Also, I did finally set Botrix up, and I didn't set up the all the stuff. So, unlike Michelle, I don't have a million Botrix tabs going. So I'll just share our Discord link. Join where the fun is. Web store. That stuff is not in my Botrix to automatically post. Donations are welcome. For right now, I'll just post this one. So now, if you donate to that link, the kitty cat comes up here too. So now you can get the kitty cat when you donate here also. So you're not limited to just donating on Michelle's channel. So if you want to donate, it goes to the PayPal, which goes to financing things and trips and things like that. So, donations are welcome. Yes, it's Sunday. Hello, Lumi. How you doing? Brian BC. So, it's a little warm out there today. Michelle changed the sheets in her bed. You have to make that into a major headline news event. She's soaking them in the tub right now, washing them with Tide and some white vinegar to freshen them up and get them ready for. She put new sheets on for now. Yeah, I did do that. Yeah. So the Botrix is set up to not being annoying, unlike it is on the Shell server. So basically, when you come on, there's only going to be 2 messages. And how you doing, Hammer? Welcome to the show today. Yeah, man, it's kind of an interesting day. Yeah, tomorrow is Pay Bills Day. Yeah. Monday. Don't you hate that fucking day? Give us a bit of a break. You've been waiting to get those bills paid for months, days, weeks, minutes, hours, seconds. Okay, we get the idea. Carmen, how you doing? I'm doing fine. You asked me to come on today, so I was free. Okay. What do you think about the weather? Well, at least you're getting a break, while everybody else is cooking like a big sausage in a skillet. Especially in the middle of the country. That's true. Yeah. We have been enjoying cooler weather. I'm glad you're doing good, Brian. Um, how's the weather over there in the EU treating you in the UK? Is it hospitable now? Is it more pleasant? Is it good to see you? I am doing fine, thank you for asking. Yep, that's what you said. That's what he said. Yes. For a much needed projects. Oh yeah. Well, Michelle's got a big project on her mind. Well, actually, I talked about it with Brittany, and Brittany probably talked about it with Kel Doge, and M60 is aware of it. They want to start an off-grid community, and I said, not a bad idea. The only thing we ran into was if we bought the land that we were looking at, 4.4 acres, okay, there is no septic on it. There's no city water on it, so you need a well. There is electricity, and there is fiber, and there may be gas. It's natural gas. Right. There's, like I said, there's no building, so you would have to build something. And originally she was saying is, what if we'll put tiny houses on the lot? And I thought that was a great idea. So I spent time with Grok last night designing the best layout. Yeah, the one thing Michelle didn't ask Grok is, could you please tell me how much it's going to cost to build? Yeah, that's the thing that's going to be an issue. Most people do. That's why you fart. I like that one. And because he means what heating, lighting, cooking, and refrigeration. Yeah. No, anyway, so those is really kind of, it came out with a good 10 by 12 design for a standard cabin, cottage, tiny house, 10 foot by 12 foot, which 120 square feet. And the house is basically like a variation of a travel trailer with a bathroom, tower, a shower, sink. It's a wet bathroom. Yeah, so which means not a separate shower stall. It's just one tiny RV style bathroom. Right. Unfortunately, that means no tub. No. And both Brittany want a tub. Both me and Brittany want a tub. So I said, hey, Grok, if we could find a nice little tiny house shed with a loft for sleeping accommodations, would that be possible? To put in a bathroom with a tub? And it came out to be yes. But a lot of the stuff would be stored in the loft. Yeah. I got lots of ideas. Sadly enough, you don't have a wallet that allows you to pay for them. Yeah, that's true. Hi, are you, Mojo? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. And I'd like to remind everybody that if you do here want to donate, the link is right in the pinned comments. Yeah, that allows for anonymous donations. I will be adding something similar to my screen that Michelle has on hers. Letting you know that anonymous donations are accepted and that you can donate through that link, and then it goes into the one account that takes care of all the revenue. That's true. Most said he lost it all. Well, lost all what? What do you mean by you lost it all? Oh, wait. You talking about the fire? Oh. There's wildfires up where he was living. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Oh, my God. Right now, we don't really need any money at this point. At this moment, we're okay. What I'm saying is if for people that want to donate, they can. And they can do it anonymously through the Botrix link. And, which is good because it goes right into the PayPal. So Moose, you lost everything in your house, everything. Your gym, your home, possessions, cars, livestock. Yeah. When did you find out that everything got burned to the ground? Is your homeowner in fire insurance? You have fire insurance? Most, do you have fire insurance? Yeah, well, I'm asking you about the fire thing. I'm curious if you want to try to answer that question a little bit. Well, it sounds like Mother Nature had opposite plans. He's obviously decided he doesn't want to talk about it. Do you think he's telling the truth? Well, there is some really bad fires up in the Pacific Northwest right now, and so he may not be necessarily joking. People have seen fires in Colorado and many states right now, including Arizona. So, okay, well, that's good. That's good. They get red excited. I see. Okay. But I bet you are watching out for that in real life because you realize that the fires up in the Pacific Northwest are spreading very fast. Yeah, I know. I got that. He went live about it super happy thinking I was losing my house. Oh, yeah, I bet he would be. No, it's not. Well, you know what? Michelle has been talking with the group on the land idea as well. M60 still says he wants to go to Europe. And Michelle, so that's fine. But I'm not sure um, if that's going to work. And the reason I say that is that yes, you can buy some lands in Italy, for example, for a pound, for €1. But the problem is twofold. Number one, we don't have a passport. Number two, Italy is seismically active. Naples has got a super volcano that is threatening to pop. Mount Etna in Sicily is already becoming a major problem. It's seismically active. And Michelle's Italian is atrocious. And of course, the other problem is I don't have a passport. Right. And you are going to have a hard time getting a visa in Italy. And, yeah, we're still talking at Brittany and Keldoge and Michelle and me are discussing building a small community or commune kind of thing. I'm not sure exactly where. There's some good prices on land in Kentucky. Not in Paducah, but there's one lot that's 4.4 acres. Owner financing, $2,000 down payment, and then about $500 a month. But the problem is it doesn't have a well, it doesn't have a septic. Of course, M60's his eyes aglow with enthusiasm when he saw fiber was available, as well as mains power at the pole. And natural gas is supposedly available. Oh, yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying. Right. And now you got one over in Naples, which is a super volcano that I think it's going to blow too. If that one blows, it's a super volcano. That's going to make a lot more problem for getting to Italy. Right, I get the joke. And how often is likely that is your wife likely to cause significant damage to property? Leave that alone, Loom. But volcanism is a question that we do need to ask ourselves. Yeah. I'd like to know why is your Botrix being silent today? I have no idea. I could check it out in a little while. Maybe I said something wrong. I added it to as a mod. Yeah, I know you did. And I added it in. But you said for like 30 minutes. I know, but that's fine for originally. Yeah. Oh well, we'll find out. I mean, it always says where to donate to, and also remind people to watch Silver Moon Radio AM1610 tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Time on Kick. And yeah, it probably does. Imagine how messed up your brain is if you're in. You must go through a lot of tinfoil. I think if I was to go to anywhere, I would go to Scandinavia. How about Finland? Finland would be fine. Yeah. Okay. Are you still on Discord? Because if you are, we'd love to show you the notes that we've been putting together on this project. And it would be kind of nice to get you in the Tech Gab section. Because I don't know if you're still in the Discord. If you are, just give me your DM, and Michelle and I will add you to the Tech Talk and Gab area. That's good. How you doing, Voiceless Kratos? Welcome to the show today. So, just want to play golf. Okay, yes, Moose, I spent too much time in the 19th hole. I had to stop playing golf. What do you mean too much time? You know what would be interesting, Michelle? What if you do manage to build that community? Are you going to use the community photographs as the slideshow for the Silver Moon intro song? Probably. But in all reality, is I don't know when. I don't know if it's going to happen either. 12th or never. Really? You. It's going to be very difficult. Oh, I see. I see. The 90th holds the clubhouse. So, Brian PC, if you want to send Michelle a DM, she can add you to the Tech Talk group. Yay! It works! Okay! Like music, check out the Silver Moon Radio AM1610 on http://www.kick.com/BICHELA at Sunday 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Yes!
Oh, yeah!
No, Michelle's played mini golf, but yeah, it's okay. Have you ever went duck pin bowling? Because me and Michelle did duck pin bowling with R11H30. In the documentary, it documented the duck pin bowling lanes in Winsted. Okay, cool. Because then Michelle can just add you to the Tech Talk and Gab. It'll be fun for you to see what the group is talking about, as well as some of the news articles. Yeah, so does Trump. Yeah, Trump likes golf too. Nothing better than using a 9-iron to a ball, even if it's somebody's head. now they got 10-pin string bowling, but that's because the older pin setters are getting to be too expensive to maintain, so they went with string pins pin setter. They're using a duck pin also now. Oh, because the Sherman machine is a disaster. You ever seen a Sherman deck pin bowling machine? You saw the video. You showed me how complicated that thing looks. It looks like a Ruby Goldberg contraption. Yeah, it's a machine that does all kinds of crazy things. The best up pin in 12 pin 10 pin bowling is when you got a human pin boy in that lead. Yeah. Okay, Moose 2. Um, there's two human bowling lanes, pin boys, Hauling House in Michigan, and also one in Pennsylvania. The Hauling House has a Brunswick B1, I believe it's a B1, which is a manually loaded pin setter. In other words, it sets the pins for you, shove them in the pin holder, and then it just places them on the spots on the deck. Still human powered though. Yep. And the same thing with the other bowling alley. There is no pin setter in that one. It's just basically somebody sits in the pit, basically sets the pins up, gets out of the way in case you get a strike. No one wants to get bunked in the skull with a pin. Do you think it would be cheaper than to have one of those versus repairing older pin setters? Well, I don't know because I looked at what guy who just bought an old bowling alley is converting to string pins. He showed his breakdown of how much it was costing for maintenance of these 60-year-old machines, and it's outrageous. Now, how many? It's a pretty big bowling alley with a lot of lanes. I'm going to say 32 lanes. 32 lanes. He was spending, get very little bit of profit left over at the end of the year. Razor thin margins between operation costs and everything else. And he said, for me as a business, these old Brunswick machines are just too old and crappy and not working well, and so I was replacing them with a string pin setter because he said it's cheaper for me as a business. So how much would it cost for pin boys? Well, let's see. Connecticut is $15 an hour. Yeah. So let's say you got an 8-hour shift. Let's see, $15, 4 hours to 60, 120 hours a day. Yeah, $120 a day. 40-hour week. Oh, please, Michelle. It's like $600 a month. It's $600 a month gross before taxes. And you're sitting there in the pit, constantly setting the pins over and over and over and over. Well, yeah. Yeah. Right, because once you, I mean, everyone thought, well, great news! We got this new pin setter that can do all the work that that poor pin boy over there is doing for the past 10 years. Sorry, boy, you're out of a job. Oh, man, that's the only job I know. The guy at Howling House has said, I have been doing this for 30 years. My father did it before me. His father did it before me. He said, I'm part of a family of pin setters, pin boys. He said, I'm proud to be the 5th generation. Yeah. How you doing, Pre-Gaming Fairy? Welcome to the show today. Yeah, a lot of games have a lot of frivolous extra stuff in it. I like the one alley in Pennsylvania. You know what their policy is? You're playing bowling with a friend or by yourself. You set the pins yourself. I'm not hiring a pin boy. You're the pin boy. You're the bowler. You're the scorekeeper. And it's fun because you can play candle pins, duck pins, 10 pin, 5 pin, 9 pin, 9 pin. If that's what you want, right? You can play big ball, little ball. Well, I don't know about the ball. I mean, I don't know if the little balls would fit very well in the return, but big balls do. Yeah, unless you're the poor schmuck that needs a job. Listen, sir, I need the money so bad. I gotta pay my rent. I have to pay my electric and gas. I need work. Please hire me. I'm sorry, but the A1 bot over there is doing it perfectly fine. How much does that bot cost to fix? All right, you're hired. Yeah. Yeah. So, excuse me. We got our Botrix step over here now too. I like mine. It's myself. It's not set up to be annoying. Yeah. So we have it's humid today. It's not really hot. It's like 26 something. Feels like 28 degrees. I got the fan on in here. I got the air conditioner on in the bedroom. And yeah, but Botrix only does 2 things. 2 announcements. Scroll back up, you see them. What would happen if his family's house had a fire? I think he would lose it. Speaking of losing it, a lot of the new World of Warcraft developers hate. This is what they said. From this guy, I said this on YouTube. From the people of World of Warcraft hate classic WoW players, and I I thought that was kind of shocking. Michelle, can you pull that article up so I can show it? Yeah. Okay. Let's do old school. Let's go back to Firefox and that. Okay. So this guy is reporting on a message from another YouTube channel saying how some of the developers are sitting there. www.you got it. YouTube history. Yeah, this is gonna probably surprise you. I don't know if it's gonna surprise anybody. Oh, here it is. This is from this guy was doing a reaction video, and so
Botrix.
let me go hit 0 on this and put this on the screen. This is what this guy said. This guy is watching a video, and I'm going to try to find the original one from the original source as well. But for now, we'll just watch his take on it. This is what he's saying here. This is what the person is saying, and this is what he's saying about what the person's saying.
You can't make this up. They did it again. Blizzard, once again, has gone viral with how much people hate what they have done to World of Warcraft. One of the biggest games in history, arguably the most impactful game in history, something that was a part of so many people's, including my own childhood growing up. I loved this game, so many people did. We had celebrities playing it. Ozzy Osbourne, Mr. T, so many people loved it. And now Blizzard has completely erased its existence, made it a woke shithole. And people know this. People know how bad it is. It's now a yearly occurrence that Blizzard does something so absolutely outrageous with modern World of Warcraft that it just goes completely viral. And here we are again at this cross.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute, buddy. Before you keep whining on me and whining about how the game sucks, trust me, we all have our own views on it. I'm going to go right to the source of this comment from these guys you're watching a channel called Nurkish. So let's go find out who Nurkish is. www.youtube.com. Okay, it's called at NER. Wait a minute, I got it. At NERKISH. Okay. The channel is called Nerk News. This is it. I guess this must be the one. Okay. It's saying here, it was speechless. Warcraft. Let me search for Warcraft. I don't think that's the right channel myself. I don't think so either. But that's the name of the channel, is Nurkish. Yeah, you know what? You just demonstrated something that's a real problem with the system. You know what that is? What? What have you got multiple people called Nurkish? Let's go to subscription filters. Let's go to channels. Okay, that's the channel right there, Nerk News, okay? And so let's search for WoW. Warcraft. Okay, so let's see what the actual name of it says. The video is called Interview World of Warcraft bosses on aging players. World of Warcraft bosses on aging players. Okay, there's another guy called Nerk, Merkish. But I can't find that. So World of Warcraft World of Warcraft bosses on aging players. Let me search for it that way, okay? And then we'll go for that. Okay. World of Warcraft bosses on aging players. Here we go. This is the player Midnight and experiencing Warcraft IP. Okay, this is...
Warcraft itself is poised for growth. It's a fantastic IP. It's been underutilized, and I just want to bring it to as many people as possible.
We firmly believe that our best years are ahead of us. It's game design, but it's also social design, and it's trying to understand and think about how we meet a new generation where they are.
Hello and welcome to the Game Business Show with me, Christopher Dring. Now, the iconic World of Warcraft remains the biggest MMO in the world. It's now well over 20 years old and is about to launch its latest expansion, Midnight.
Alright, let's just skip over to the summary because I don't want to watch the whole thing. It's 34 minutes long. I'm not going to watch the whole thing. So let's just go to the summary like Michelle does on the sci-fi show. It says here, this video features the interview with World of Warcraft leaders Holly Longdale and Ion Hazel Costas, the game director on the Game Business Show. They discussed the evolution of the iconic MMO. Okay, key discussion points is Midnight and future content. The team introduces the upcoming Midnight expansion. So this is an older video. Alright. So, as far as I'm concerned, old news. I want current news. So this guy here is the most current news. So, okay, bro.
Crossroads. Get it? That's a reference. In any case, this is Holly. I think she's the leader at World of Warcraft or whatever. And this is just a 22-second clip that fully encompasses how absolutely much hate all of us have for what has been done to World of Warcraft. Just listen to her words.
And I just want to bring it to as many people as possible. And that means, evolving what Warcraft means, what it is, and where it's going. We want it to be approachable. And that's also part of it. Even with Chris Metzen, we talk about, sometimes he's like, man, I wish we hadn't called it Warcraft. It sounds kind of intimidating.
Yeah.
All right.
She literally says they wish they didn't call it World of Warcraft. Now, before you get too angry, I just want to do a slight...
Okay, dude, shut up for a second. Now, I got our view on this. Oh, God, yeah. Retail... is for me is a mixed bag. It's pretty. It's okay. It's okay. It's just. Where do I start? Having mobs leveling up to your playing level, kind of sucks because I went thought, oh, well, okay, like my character Bichelle is level 56. I thought, okay, I could go here, do the Amani trolls, get a couple easy points in. Nope. When I got in there, they mobbed me, and I died. Many times, okay? I tried to sneak in, I tried to get around them, they just wouldn't let me go. But the thing was, the worst thing is, the fact is that the modern Silver Moon. There's no remnants of the old Silver Moon. It's not the way a real city is, unless your city's wiped out by a tornado. Yeah, if your city's wiped out by a tornado. But even then, you still got pieces of the old city. Some of the old architecture is preserved. Maybe a small memorial park. Piece of the Dead Scar could have been saved for reenactments. No, they didn't do that. They totally built the city from scratch. The old Silver Moon that was easily accessible on foot by people that were handicapped, people who knew. Maybe if your mage or your priest gives you soulfall, you're fine. But yeah, it's just. Hey, Misty, how you doing? Cat's here. It's in another portal, and it's confusing. Instead of calling it New Silver Moon and Old Silver Moon, they're both called Silver Moon. Except one says Silver Moon BFA, and one says Silver Moon Current. You bust your ass. You're working on this game. You're trying to understand, like, for example, for part of the Silver Moon game stuff, you gotta go through the portal to the old Silver Moon. And sometimes fishing, that's good. Yeah, well, I wonder how much those likeliness that the fires might cause damage for combine both together. Instead of having two separate Silver Moons, because even if you're new city, all new materials, all new design, all new everything. What's wrong with having so many old traits? Like in some towns. Like, not everybody builds a whole new city from scratch. Nope. No, they don't. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. They are, you're... Yeah. The World of Warcraft staff wants to make the game more inviting to everybody. That's almost impossible because nobody is satisfied with that. Because not everybody's going to be players, the grand players that have been playing since Classic WoW are pissed. Yeah, well, no. Yeah, we are. Sorry, there's something going on with the internet right now. Yeah. Let me see if I can fix that. Wi-Fi. Might notice there's a little bit of a gap. There we go. That should help some. Yep, speed's coming up. Woo! Alright, so just bear with us, guys. We know about it. Well, unfortunately, sometimes T-Mobile messes up. The network is super saturated today. Right now, the speeds just come back up 3,177. So it's just the router's trying to switch between Frontier and T-Mobile. That's why it's doing that. So I switch right to Wi-Fi, which will work fine as long as someone doesn't turn on a microwave. Nah, if they turn on a microwave, signal's out. They are probably. Jokes aside, if Michelle had bought the outdoor external antenna pack She could probably get a few more bars. Yeah, that's still a possibility. I mean, so what's gonna do? How are you gonna deal with the Silver Moon Radio Show? What do you mean? How we're gonna deal with the radio show? Oh, you mean because of signal quality? Yeah. Well, there's a couple ways to do it. We don't need to stream in 1080p or 720p. We could easily stream in 640 by 360. 640 by 360 sucks. It also uses less bits. Is that going to make that much of a difference? It can. Well, can't do it right now. Right now we're at 3,122 kilobits per second. So right now it speeds up. Yeah, we're in 720 right now. But Michelle means later for Silver Moon. She's saying she could switch it to go for 640 by 360 tonight for Silver Moon. Yeah, but we're going to talk about 640 by 360. That gives a 16 by 9 aspect ratio. So the thing is that, now what do you guys think about retail? Well, I mean, Gaming Theory plays it. I play it. Michelle plays it. We haven't gotten Gaming Theory to try the Seasons of Discovery or Burning Crusade Anniversary Edition. No. Yeah. Only thing is I wish that this is actually goes back quite a ways. What I want to talk about next is the fact is when you're playing retail WoW, some of the storylines, all the different versions of the game get mixed up together to the point where you absolutely can get totally lost in which quest you're doing. Like if you're playing Midnight, all of a sudden Dragonflight requests come up and Shadowlands comes up and BFA ones come up, and the next thing you know it, you're doing quests for different versions of World of Warcraft retail at the same time. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I agree. The hair. I bought a subscription for a year, and unfortunately, I haven't gotten too many people to play with me. Fairy and I were playing, but she temporarily suspended her subscription because she had other bills to pay, which I understand. And I know that there's a new Turtle WoW game. Octopus. Great. Wonderful way to confuse everybody. Well, that's cool. $17.76. July 4th, wasn't that when the Declaration of Independence was actually finally was written? No, that's a good one. Ice cream sandwich day. Okay, well, that'd be good because me and you could play privately, and maybe we could even record a session of it, so people could see it. Well, let's talk about something that's a little more noticeable about your channel. You're changing the way the channel works for some of the shows. Yeah, we've been working on more IRL content shows. Yeah. Such as the Science Talk Political Roundtable, Chat, or Science Tech Talk with M60. But the story time with Grok is the one that's kind of sad. And what's wrong with the story time with Grok? It's not quite as popular as you think. Well, I sort of see why. It's not you. It's the fact is that you have to type into Grok, and then Grok has to read it. And then while you're waiting for Grok to read it, you can't type anything, because if you do, you're afraid you're going to mess it up reading. Yeah. Oh, really? And I bet the Parliament at Westminster must have been pretty frustrated. Americans withdrew from Manhattan to Westchester. What do you mean withdrew? That's interesting. Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't know they had a battle on Long Island. Yep. And I remember that New York City was a island originally bought by originally by the Dutch, I believe, and but from the Indians, and the British got it, and then August 30th, Continental Army evacuates Long Island and falls back to Manhattan. Tornado attacks British ship Eagle in New York Bay in the first failed submarine attack. But it was entrapped. Yeah, it was an attempt. Okay. That makes sense. And don't forget, for a short time, Canada was more than likely going to end up as part of the U.S. It's true. History's fun. But I think that, speaking of history, though, there's times when history gets messed up. That, for example, all those old interviews of me are kind of left out a lot of facts. Well, I thought the interview with some of your friends wasn't so bad. No, that wasn't so bad. But even they left out details, or they edited out details. Okay. Capes Bay, Manhattan during the Revolution. What about the Second American Civil War that's likely to be coming up? We really do notice that there's likely going to be a Second American Civil War. This is just, it's been warming up for this now for a while. You got Mandani trying to push communism and socialism in Manhattan, forcing real estate owners, landlords to flee, realizing that they can't afford to keep the property there anymore. Well, he still wants to push free stuff. Kathy Hochul, which is the governor of New York State, is saying, I'm not financing some of this crap. Yes, Nathan Hale was born in Connecticut. Yep. Nathan Hale leaves. Right. And here's something that we must remember back then. Americans sounded very similar to the Brits. A lot of us had the same voice, same diction, same everything. It was when Noah Webster and others that wanted to separate us from the British ancestry that his New Heritage American Dictionary was created, which changed pronunciation to sound not British. Yep. It's true. Noah Webster. It's really weird when you think about that. Gotta admit, that's kind of weird. Yeah. "21st, 5 days after the British take New York, a quarter of the city burns down. National Coloring Book Day." Okay. By the way, speaking of that, have you ever noticed how this country is so fragmented with policy? As you were saying earlier about the possible second civil war. Yeah, October 11th, Brigadier General Arnold's Lake Champlain fleet defeated by the British during the Battle of Valcourt Island, American Revolutionary War. What do you think it would be like if we were still part of the UK and having to deal with Sterner? Oh, God. No. Oh, God, no. This guy is a jerk. And you know what? His off-com crap isn't working. Why? Because people found ways to get around it. Exactly. False IDs? Not a problem. They can go right to any false ID maker, get a false ID made, and guess what? They can just say, hey, I'm 18, when they're really 16, right? Just go ahead, and then they can go into the pub. Hey, pubster, I am 21. I want a drink, and I want it now. Of course, if the bouncer had too many himself, he's probably going to, especially if you're like 18 at the time, he's going to slosh over. Let me see your papers. Fuck it, I ain't gonna do the math. Here, go get your drink. Cyber Waffle, you can't put that up. It's like, you know, it's that how people are getting around a ID thing using VPNs and getting false IDs. Okay, same bullshit. All right, thank you. It's not gonna work, people. It's not gonna work. It doesn't work. Several Waffle UK even pointed out why it doesn't work. He then tried to charge 4chan a fine. 4chan, which is an American company, they can't even demand payment from the United States. So 4chan took the bill, ripped it up, and said, "Fuck you. We're not paying it." Same thing with Kiwi Farms. We're not paying you either. We're gonna block you. Go ahead, motherfucker, block us. You think you're gonna get away with it? Somebody's gonna get around us using total internet privacy. VPN. So that was the other thing Michelle was laughing when, of course, here's Cyber Waffle UK talking about how people using VPNs. Of course, he can't resist plugging his sponsor, Total Privacy Internet. Okay. It's a VPN. And, yeah, I know that. But, I mean, let's see. A 19-year-old comes into a bar, says he's 21. That's more likely. It probably is just going to wave him through without really questioning it too bad. Because, I mean, well, you look like you're 21. The ID looks kind of... Wait, who issued this ID? Some guy on the dark web? Get out of here. Yeah, I know about Benjamin Franklin in France. That was a disaster. Kind of. They did get involved. Yeah. And, so like I said, there's so much crap going on in the world today. It's hard to keep up with anything. Hey, Michelle, what? I have one question. You're talking about the Botrix thing, about the... Seems like a few of them are not working. What did you set the timeline to? A while. But there's your problem. Yeah. Yeah, there's some things that don't change. There's some things that just don't change. So I'm wondering what Botrix is up to. You really want to keep pushing Botrix's buttons? Yep. Right now, you got an internet issue. Now, tell me nothing I don't know. All right, let's take a look at this here. All right, so Botrix, hey. Listen, you lazy turd on a plate. I want to know where is some of the other announcements. Okay, you got 30 minutes, like music. Please help support our show. A present, they're there, but it's just so weird. Yeah. Well, all I know is it's hot. It's 4:21, and this hair makes me sweat. Could you imagine if you were a nun? No thanks. I don't think I want to be a nun. Imagine you wearing a wimple? Forget that. A sweat dam on the head. No thanks. The hair's bad enough. At least it has technically can breathe. Yeah, it can breathe, but it's not breathing well. Now, I know. Do you think you'll have it hot? You try wearing a heavy headdress. Oh, I can visualize that we have one. The one Michelle has is light compared to the ones I wore. I know. You're heavy material back then. You didn't have a lot of synthetic material. No. The Boston Tea Party was over taxation without representation. 250 years. It's time to ponder. Would tax without representation be cheaper? I don't know. I think the problem is the American federal government, unfortunately, when the whole idea of the Federalist Papers was that Jefferson wanted to have a huge representative Republican, when they say Republican Party government, I mean a republic where we have senators and congressmen, a bicameral Congress. The problem was it's too big. It's too large to govern effectively. Agreed. Actually, property has changed. Back before, I think it was in the late 1890s, there was no bankruptcy. And if you went bankrupt, you did not have any bankruptcy protection in this country at all. You also, if you were a retiree before 1935, there was, I believe it was 1935, there was no retirement option. Make sure that seniors would have something to fall back on. The disability programs until 1960, I believe we started talking about this in 1964. They didn't exist except on some state levels. And so therefore, if you were poor, destitute, disabled, it was up to the state to determine how to help you get out of your trap. Some states didn't really do anything on the state level. You had to basically drag your own ass out of poverty. And for the disabled, that meant more than likely having to find ways to be creative despite the disabilities to get ahead. Yeah. Well, we also used to have poorhouses in this country too. The UK talks about workhouses and poorhouses. The United States, back in the 19th century, had workhouses and poorhouses as well. Miserable life. That's true, Brian, but you also need to look at history and see where systems had failed. And right now, the current system is not exactly working much better right now. It's not the system idea itself that's broken. It's the people that are running it that are breaking it. There's a lot of corruption going on, a lot of mismanagement. Defined poverty is based on income below a certain income threshold based on annual adjusted gross income, or AGI. So that's poverty. Yeah, if you make below the minimum wage, well, minimum wage, as it says, is based on adjusted gross income. So theoretically, if you live in an expensive state, Connecticut or California, your poverty line is higher than it is, say, in Mississippi. Right. And you know what? People in SSI fall right in there. But then even the concept of basic standard of living is kind of a gray area. Let me explain why. It's changed. It's changed. Back at one time, according to common sense, shelter and food and basic health needs met is basic. Now, it is a home with electricity, running water, sewer, natural gas, internet access, and they call that basic level of income living, but that's not what you get when you're on SSDI or SSI, especially SSI. Brian PC said also poverty is the inability to meet survival needs to exclusion from the prevailing living standards of society. Yeah, well, I know that. But the thing, I get that as a joke, and I also get it in a more sincere way, too. But the thing is that, Brian PC, we've changed what we call the standard of living. We upped the ante. Chris said poverty didn't exist until the people got lazy and stopped working for themselves and started working for employers that increase the employee standard of life. Yeah, we're talking about something else I kind of wonder about. Minimum wage. Yeah, minimum wage. Did it really help? No, because everything's based on the minimum wage. You make $15 an hour now in Connecticut. Gee, that means I can charge you more for rent because I know you're going to be bringing in at least $15 an hour. That doesn't always make sense. Yeah. And here's something we need to remember, though, is who sets the standard of living? It's based on what the average person expects, right? They all expect to have a flush toilet. We all expect to have electricity. We all expect to have a nice, warm home with magic electrical power going through the walls. And running water and sewer, okay? Back in the early 20th century, many homes didn't even have that. No, many homes were lit by kerosene lamps. It was FDR through the electrification project that started to make electricity a regular thing in every home in the USA. Here's the good thing it did. It got more people to look at options of how to enjoy things at the time, like electric refrigerators and electric lights to help cut back on your houses burning down because some kid knocked over a kerosene lamp in the kitchen. That was a real thing. Yeah, it was. But how are you going to enforce that, Grizz? That's the thing. It's a standard that changes. It's kind of like a standardized test. If you think about what a standardized test is, we expect you to be able to do reading, writing, and basic arithmetic calculations, right? But guess what? Today's kids in many states are failing standardized exams. Yeah, they are. There's a lens that is used to determine the common average. The eye squint to it. It's not accurate but over the gauge measurement. Yeah, but the thing is that and what's the answer then? Okay, we now, even the poor, are saying is, I expect, as they say, expect as a minimum indoor plumbing, electricity, a nice house. Okay. But how much of that is essential for life? I'm not going to back down on indoor plumbing. It is very much important. Sanitation is not something I would say we can skip. It doesn't necessarily have to be indoors, but it is essential. You don't want to have to inhale your own shit every day because you got toxics, pathogens, and other nasty stuff in there you don't want to deal with, okay? But electricity, now we have new technology. We can make electricity using the sun, like Michelle does. Yeah. Yeah. Right. The COVID, educational disasters over and over, bad standards. So if you're going to start using a judgment on what is considered essential, you need to start by asking, by which standard are you basing it on? Are you basing it on the standard of 1932? Are you basing it on the standard on 2026? The disadvantage of children have a bleaker outlook, but also have less to talk about and job interviews. What exactly do you expect the kid to talk about? There's another thing too, which is this. What kind of jobs are we talking about? Because that's the thing. You got robots taking over everything. Even if you were good at setting pins in a bowling alley, you're more than likely not going to be hired because guess why? It's cheaper to hire that machine over there to do their job. I just feed it electricity and it basically sets pins and returns the ball to the bowlers. I don't have to worry about giving them medical and dental and insurance and all the other stuff that I have to give you. But now the pin setting machines from Brunswick and EMF are breaking down and they need specialized care because they are digital senior citizens. Yeah. So what does the young kid today got for skill set? He doesn't have anything. So employers are saying, I need experienced people to work in my factory to make products. The few factories that are still in the United States need experienced people to do CNC operations. They need experienced people to operate the machinery. They can't get these kids. They don't exist. They don't have the training, even for an apprenticeship. They don't have anything. So kids look at the ways to make money. And the first thing people say, and I'm going to tell you right now is, and Lum, would you agree with me on this? Go ahead. Don't expect you to make money on YouTube because YouTube is a dying piece of shit. It's a setback. But an employer doesn't want to wait till the kid to go later on to go to technical school. He needs someone on his job floor now. He doesn't gonna wait. He can't afford to. Yeah, there's a lot to cover. And Michelle has also said the same thing with Blazing Leo. If we're going to fix the problems in this country, we have to start by, first of all, getting these kids to understand. Number one, if you don't have any skills, any trade, any job experience, any work history, anything, you're not going to find work. Unless, and this is the big thing, you create your own jobs. You create your own future. You create your own economic plan. But that also means that we have to stop regulating every job to death. That's the other thing we do as a country. You need a permit to mow grass in some localities. To mow your neighbor's lawn, you have to have a work permit? A license to mow grass of a neighbor's lawn? As a side job after in the summer? I know. Oh yeah, we were talking about the ASMR videos last night. It also YouTube unfortunately is very sexist. Female ASMR channels are being banned. Even if the videos are not sexual, they're claiming they're sexual. Yeah, and but the men channels are fine. The men channels are fine. Absolutely. It's YouTube is going on the argument that men have the right to do ASMR videos, but women can't. It's stupid. It is. Absolutely stupid. It doesn't make any sense, all the stuff that's going on. And the thing is, I feel bad for Generation Alpha. Generation Alpha is fucked. Major fucked. They don't know anything about reality. They think everything is like they see on YouTube videos. And they think they can sit there in their little tablet in their little hands, and dream of digital dreams and bytes and ones and zeros. But the truth is, once they graduate out of high school, they're going to find out they are not ready for what's coming. Right, but so then what's the answer? Just totally throw the whole broken mishmash in the garbage and say, we're not doing anything anymore. You're on your own, kid. Is that the answer? Because if that's the answer, there's going to be a lot of wailing and gnashing of teeth, I can assure you. And a lot of broken ones, too. Yeah. But isn't YouTube free to you make a channel? Yeah, it's free to make a channel, but unfortunately, if they keep creating rules that says that you can't do things that are really not even dangerous, like asthma or things like that, then is it really free? I mean, they own using the paraphrase from the Constitution, freedom of the press. They own the press. They can decide what is good and what is not good. They can take your whole channel and step on it with greasy feet. They don't care. But yet you are obliged to hold by the rules. But if you can't do that, or even if you do, you're still basically being held back. Yeah. But that's just it, Brian PC. That was what our high school system in the United States was supposed to be. It was right after high school. You could go to work in the workforce. College was for people who wanted to go with more advanced studies, like doctors and lawyers, and professionals that wanted to do more heavy-duty stuff. But after high school was designed that you could at least get a job to make a basic living. Secondary or tertiary schooling, such as university, was a completely separate thing. Brian PC says in like many places, there's a job to go to or education. They go there, but without those in place, there's a decline. Workplace, right? I get it. Can't you just make a website and put whatever content you want? Absolutely, but there's one valid problem. How many people are going to go to your website? YouTube, this is why YouTube is still the top number one platform, is because it has become well known. It is like a major newspaper. It is the best known, like the New York Times or the Wall Street Journal. Okay? Everybody knows what the Wall Street Journal is. But does anybody know about CamTube? CamTube was featuring that last night. CamTube. How many here know about CamTube? Not many, if any at all. I mean, it's so tiny. The thing is, nobody knows about it. So, nobody knows if your channel's on CamTube, who you are. Or maybe you might be like a small little dial-up bulletin board. Probably using Telnet now, but I run Planet Mac's Opus, which I used to run, right? It used to be dial-up bulletin board. How many people know about it? Well, if you were getting the FidoNet node list, you know about it because you can look it up. You see my FidoNet address. It was like 1:142 63278 was one, 2214 was another, and yeah. The point was that unless you knew that address was for Planet Mac's Opus, you had no idea what it was. Right. And anybody who wants to try to break that trend is going to have a serious uphill battle. It just is. It is. Yeah. But the worst thing is that the kids, but just remember, just like Goliath, remember when David took the slingshot to Goliath, right? Well, one day there's going to be a David, ISP. He's going to go ahead. He's got his little slingshot all set, and he's going to knock Goliath down. Kick, rumble, perhaps. But Goliath has got an army. So David may knock down one of the Philistines, but he isn't going to necessarily knock down the entire army. Yeah. Pick coin comes anyway, survivor saying. Well, the thing is that CamTube, can I show people CamTube? You want to log in as yourself? Well, I could log in as myself, sure. I don't have an account on it yet. I could show you what CamTube is. We could show it to my Firefox. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I could do that. Let's get to Michelle's CamTube. I don't know if I'm logged in on Kick. Or I'm on, I just said show it. I didn't say log in necessarily. Okay. So let's go to CamTube. It's called CamTape. CamTape. Okay. CamTape. KAMTAPE.com. Okay. So this is a site that is built on the premise of looking like the old school YouTube. And it's pretty small. So let's go take a look at some of the videos here. Do you think any of these have copyright issues? Does it matter? Not really. Video being watched right now. High school vlog. My friend. Happy Cam Tape anniversary. All right, let's watch that. Look, can I get my cursor over there? No, I got it. It does play, but oh, here you go.
Holy fuck, I'm coming!
Midley, we don't care if you upload child.
Shut your fucking mouth!
Sorry, Mario, but our princess is in another castle. Shut up, Toad!
It's like a YouTube site. Let's see what else they got. 14-year sourpuss eating her treats. The cat. High school vlog finals week. Buffers like hell. Yeah, it does.
It get quiet all of a sudden.
Lame. Yeah, that's lame. Alright, let's find something more exciting. Cam tape improvements I want to see. Alright. Grand Theft Awesome 4. Alright, see. Cam tape improvements I'd like to see. Let's go to another page here. Go to page 5. Night of Nights. Is that a song? DLTJ Company versus short videos. Yeah, most of these are short. So you can go for channels, categories. Top favorites. Alright, let's go to that one. Top favorites. Happy Cam Tape Anniversary, just saw that one. I can't get this chocolate out of my head. Alright, it sounds weird. Yeah, it's based on it, that look. It's exactly what it's supposed to be. It's designed by a group of people that invented it. If I go to YouTube, I can look it up here. So let's go to YouTube because YouTube does talk about it. So www.youtube.com, and let's go to, because they talk about here on YouTube about cam tape. And it's a DH humor, talked about it, direct humor. So let's go to Cam Tape. It's just videos, it's not. Here we go. This is the actual original video here. Yep.
Old YouTube. You know, people just making videos in their bedroom. A lot of us miss old YouTube. You know, people just making videos in their bedrooms. No AI, no 15,000 ads being shoved down your throat. Well, guess what? Old YouTube is back. There is a website out there that is an actual video sharing platform, just like YouTube, that is actually bringing back YouTube to the old days. As you can see, this website that is live in 2026 was actually only made a few years ago, called CamTape. Share your world, which I love the freaking slogan, by the way. Brings us back to the good old days of YouTube broadcast yourself before YouTube decided to remove that slogan. But yeah, it is a video sharing website that is exactly like old YouTube. They completely copied the UI, essentially word for word, letter for letter, and it is fully functional. It's not just some sort of image or something. People are actually uploading videos on this website. Like I said, the entire layout is exactly how YouTube is. They even have a mobile app as well. They even use like the old school mobile app for like phones and stuff like that. And yeah, it really is just a blast in the past, and it's a really great website. I actually wanted to talk about it today as essentially a YouTube alternative. So there's this guy who wrote a blog about CamTape, and he was basically talking about the fact that it is essentially old YouTube, right? If you've never experienced YouTube in the early days, you're going to love this because the recreation goes very far. Everything is there. The period accurate categories, gadgets and games, how-to, DIY, pets, animals, star ratings, playlists, favorites, and of course, subscriptions. And the biggest detail about this specific website is there actually is no algorithm. So a lot of people are confused by YouTube's algorithm in the homepage, and they feel like YouTube suggests them such weird videos that have nothing to do with what they actually watch. Well, this website actually doesn't have an algorithm at all. It is just based on what videos are actually trending or what videos you search up in certain categories.
Exactly.
Videos have like 400 views on the website. You know, it's not exactly a big website. I only ever heard about it today, even though it's been operational for apparently the last 3 years. But for those of you guys who like the feel of old YouTube, the feel of the videos themselves actually being at the forefront of YouTube instead of advertisers and celebrities or whatever, this would be the website for you. Like I said, it is exactly the same way as YouTube was, specifically in 2005 of August. They have a little fact sheet over here where they kind of poke fun at YouTube a little bit because some of their statistics look like it's actually from YouTube. The platform very seriously claims 70 million video views per day, 6 million unique visitors, and a ranking as the 18th most visited site on the internet, while its videos rarely break 400 views. So it seems like it's a joke. I really have no way to verify that, especially when a lot of the most viewed videos on the platform only have a few hundred views. But
all right, let's take a look at the comments. This could end up Blizzard versus Turtle. Wow, exactly like I said then. Nobody commented on it. It even has the 5-star rating system, a required feature to be OG to YouTube, which is true. Let me see if I can sort by newest. Newest. Oh, I can't change it to newest, huh? Okay, so kind of looking at yellow glowing paper. Modern YouTube keeps removing features just to sell them back to you. Yep. 2005, 2008 was the golden age of YouTube. CamTape is so accurate to old YouTube, even the page loading speeds are accurate, which is true. The I don't know what kind of hosting company they're using, but the speed is, when I first went on there after this channel covered it, called Deep Humor, and I registered on it. It was like forever to get into the site to register the website page. Let's see if there's other pages that cover this. This is pretty cool. Yes, yeah. So let's go back and see if there's other articles on that one. CamTape is what? Virus part of MySpace. Oh, MySpace is back too, by the way. Welcome to CamTape, that YouTube in 2000s. Here's one video that's 14 minutes long. Why you should use CamTape. CamTape.com review part 2. Why should I be hired on CamTape? A new old school YouTube website. There's one for 2 minutes and 30. Let's watch this real quick here.
Hey guys, I think you guys already know that I've been making videos I've been making 2 videos on BitView about it still being under maintenance. So, guess what? There's a new, I think this might be new, but like, I just want to talk about it. So, there's this new, another old YouTube website. It's called Camtape. And look at this. See? It's really old YouTube. Well, yeah, obviously. See, it's really like right there. Like, they copied the entire UI. There isn't a lot of ads anymore. And look at this. But, yeah. And this is actually really awesome. Hold on, I wanna... See, it's all archaic, like how, the old YouTube was like. See the channels here? Oh. Let's just search something up. What if we just type in...
It could be. Let's say decide to sell. There's the magic
Super
part.
Mario. Super Mario Bros. SMB1.
Or YouTube could do what they did to Turtle Wow and try to shut it down, claiming copyright infringement.
Secret Chocolate Factory and oh, wait, hold on, I've actually seen this. Wait, what? I guess I'm reacting now. Mario. I don't know if this is copyrighted, right? No, maybe not. Wait.
Alright, let me say one thing. This guy is a terrible person in the sense of the way his presentation is. But here's what I'm going to say. This site is kind of like Turtle Wow was when Turtle Wow started versus World of Warcraft. And I'm seeing... Is Camtape worth it? No. Camtape announcement. Okay, here's an announcement on Camtape.
Hello everyone. I am glad to announce that I now have a Camtape account. If you're a fan of the Deep Humor channel, then you might already know what Camtape is, but if you're not a fan, then Camtape is a website that emulates old YouTube with features like a 5-star rating system, and also it has no algorithm, which you might see as a downside, but personally I have no problem with it. Also, if you're looking for a specific kind of video, there are plenty of features to get it to show you what you want. On Camtape, I will be posting the same Let's Play content that can be found on this channel. And also, I will be promoting my Camtape on my YouTube and my YouTube on my Camtape so that both can grow. And eventually, I will be able to leave YouTube for a website that is better because YouTube has plenty of bad and AI features that I do not like. So, yeah. To check out my Camtape account, please click the link in the description or type the URL on screen into your browser.
Oh, jeez, that's a complicated way of writing it. All right, so basically, the whole idea is they want to become an aftermarket or an alternative to YouTube. But just like with Turtle Wow, Blizzard, i.e. in this case, Google, could sick the lawyers at them. And on the other hand, if this website does potentially take off in a couple of decades, it would be interesting to see how it works. But until that time, until we have enough critical mass, yeah, Brian PC, but the only thing is that here's the thing that any site is going to face: growing pains. if you're getting your site growing by, say, to the level of YouTube, I mean, even YouTube when it started out, we only had like 1 or 2 servers, right? And Susan Wojcicki and a couple others that worked with the PayPal team before they sold to Google were facing growing pains. The site got so popular that the one server they were running it on to start with couldn't keep up with the demand. So that's going to be a thing, is capacity and bandwidth. And so you're going to see an issue with that. Yeah, you're going to see that as an issue. It's just, it grows, gets big, implodes because of its load. Yeah, and then it starts all over again. Yeah. Well, one thing is obvious right now is we have to get ready for Silver Moon Radio AM1610 today. And as you can see, a little reminder here. And I will be starting that in a little bit. So let me mark that. Pin it. So you can see how to come to Silver Moon. AM1610 will be on Kick and Twitch. So it will be on both networks. Oh, what? Did you make sure to enable the... Yeah, I did, but it's not showing up the other ones. Yeah, but right. But if you can't, exactly. If you can't supply, you can't keep up with the force of all those uploads, the bandwidth, it goes down the shitter. You're not going to go anywhere. Thank you, Botrix. Where the fuck were you stupid piece of software? Thank you. Click on that too, Michelle. I only have one time, Loom. I know. Anyway, so there's the official announcement. But I want you guys to know that I thought this was interesting, the stuff we covered today, even if it is a little bit out of the ordinary. And I'm hoping that you guys will make sure to come by and see us at Silver Moon tonight at AM1610 at 7 o'clock on Kick and Twitch. Oh, yeah! And it means for that reason, we need to get ready to start some dinner. Oh, yeah! Yep, we do. So for now, everybody, let's just get the blessings out of the way. May all you guys have a happy and safe day. Stay out of trouble. May your day be pleasant. May you get successfully things done. May you finally find happiness in your day. Stay healthy, stay strong, and stay pleasant. And don't forget that I'm here with Lumi Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time. And guys, I saw something, you sir can. I saw you didn't talk much. I would like to see all of you guys check out Silver Moon Radio AM1610. It may not be the most exciting music in the world. It may not exactly bring home fond memories of hot cocoa and fresh baked apple pie, but it is certainly Michelle and Lumi's passion is to play music. And I love to see more of you come and be part of that. Amen. Amen. The service is over. Time to go. Peace, kind, love, and don't forget to party on, dude, and be excellent to one another. And we'll see you all later tonight at AM1610 on Kick. Until then, bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye.
Lumi shines with a spark so bright, chasing dreams through the endless night. With a heart full of wonder and a mind so free, she's here to share her world. Come and see. It's Lumi's time. The story is hers to tell. Through the highs and lows, she does it so well. Come along, take the ride, feel the glow. Lumi's channels here, let the magic flow. From the stars to the sea, there's so much to find. A journey awaits with every step of the mind. Creativity flowing, she's ready to explore. Every moment's a chance to open a door. It's Lumi's time. The story's hers to tell. Through the highs and lows, she does it so well. Come along, take the ride, feel the glow. Lumi's channels here, let the magic flow. The adventure's just begun, so stay close and near. Lumi's here to light up the way, crystal clear. Story's hers to tell. Through the highs and lows, she does it so well. Come along, take the ride, feel the glow. Lumi's channels here, let the magic flow. Let the magic flow. The adventure's just begun, so stay close and near. Lumi's here to light up the way, crystal clear.